They say if you can dream it, you can do it. And Dubai has been an example of so many such things where they have dreamt it and they have delivered much better than what they dreamed about. They have done Burj Khalifa out of nowhere. They have done Dubai Mall out of nowhere. They have done all of such things in the middle of the desert, and that is the reason why entire world is fascinated about Dubai. I'm standing in a desert right now where you can see it's all about sand. Same thing was there around 7-8 years back, and I'm going to show you how the place like this, which is all desert, has transformed into this. Spread over 55 million square feet of land, this community has matured like a wine. Over a period of years, this community has seen the highest number of transactions in the Dubai real estate market. This community has everything that you'll be looking for. If you're looking for an affordable housing, you have it. If you're looking for a world-class amenities, you got it. If you want more and more water features, you have it. If you want an easy accessibility, just around 30 minutes drive, then you have it. Yes, I'm talking about a community which has developed like anything in last couple of years. I'm talking about a community called Damac Hills 2. In today's video, we are going to talk everything that you should be knowing about Damac Hills 2. That includes a tour of a show villa, tour of a community, discussing about the trends, the rental yield, capital appreciation, and every single thing about Damac Hills 2. So stay tuned and keep watching the community guide and the tour of Damac Hills 2. Damac Hills 2 is the second master community by Damac Properties. The first one is of course Damac Hills 1. Now before going into the details, I would like to address the biggest question that every one of you has, is that why one should go for Damac Hills 2. Now I'm going to address this question of yours with 3 parameters. The first being the location, second being the value for money, and third being the amenities and the facilities. Now let's discuss the location, because every one of you must be saying that this community is a little bit far. So let me tell you, this community is located 35 minutes from downtown, and it has got an accessibility from Dubai Al Ain Road and Al Qudra Road. Now if you are into real estate market looking for the townhouses, then you are familiar with the location of Dubai Land, which has the major communities of townhouses, be it Damac Hills 1, be it Arabian Ranges 1, 2, 3, Villa Nova, Emaar Valley, Town Square Nashama, and so on and so forth. So when you compare these all communities with Damac Hills 2, Damac Hills 2 is located in the center, which is closer to the valley via Dubai Al Ain Road, closer to Town Square Nashama via the Al Qudra Road. Now distance from Damac Hills 2 from Damac Hills 1 is around 10 to 12 minutes by car. The RTA has opened the another access which was coming from the cycling roundabout, which we know, right, which is right next to the Nashama. So you got an access from the cycling roundabout, which takes you directly to the Damac Hills 2. You got an access from the road which is after the valley, that takes you directly to the Damac Hills 2. So in terms of location, the Damac Hills 2, when it compared with the other location, it is not that bad. Now let's talk about the second parameter, that is value for money. Now when I want to discuss value for money, I would like to tell you about the ticket sizes. Now, if you are looking for a 3-bedroom townhouse in a community called The Valley, the recent launches, you're looking at a price range of around 2.5 to 2.6 million. If you're looking for a ready-to-move-in townhouses in a community like Town Square by Nashama, you're looking at again 3-bedroom for 2.4 to 2.5 million dirhams. Same goes with the other communities like Villa Nova and Arabian Ranges 1, 2, 3. So, average 3-bedroom price is around 2.6 million. Now, when it comes to the Damac Hills 2, the reason why I say that this is value for money, because it has more options. You got a 3-bedroom townhouse starting from 1.2 million as well. Of course, it will be much smaller in the size, but then you have that option available. If you talk about the similar sizes, let's say a 3-bedroom in the valley is going around 2100, 2200 square feet. You can get a 4-bedroom townhouse of the similar size. Let's say that's a 3-bedroom as well, just to compare apple and apple. That 3-bedroom in the valley is going for around 2.6. This one is going for around 2.1 million dirhams. And that is the reason why I say Damac Hills 2 is more value for money. In today's market, you can get value for money in two locations. The one being Damac Hills 2 and the other being MR South. We will do another video for MR South, but let's stick to Damac Hills today. So the third parameter which will differentiate between Damac Hills 2 and the other communities is the amenities, facilities and the readiness of the community. Now Damac Hills 2, as you can see, is already established community. There are thousands of family already staying. The parks are ready, the water town is ready, the community center is ready. People are moving in and out on a regular basis, and this community is alive. And that is the reason why you should be considering Damac Hills 2. Because if you take the other examples, except Nashama, the valley is still in the developing stage. The Elwood is just been launched. Villanova, yes, it is developed and it is getting developed. So there is a construction going on as well. So if you look at from the amenities and facilities point of view, this has got so many amenities that you can think of. You have got an water fountain, you have got a lazy river, you have got cricket pitch, football pitch, lots of sports activity centers, you have got a community center, you have got a school upcoming, you have got a mall upcoming, and so many things that you can do in Damac Hills 2. If you have seen my previous video of Damac Hills 1, you can say that this community has more amenities than Damac Hills 1 because this one is bigger than Damac Hills 1. So in total, if you compare the location, if you look at the value for money, and if you look at the amenities, facilities and the readiness of the community, Damac Hills 2 stands out with the rest of the competition. Now let's go and check out the show villa in Damac Hills 2. Now we are in one of the show villas in Damac Hills 2. Now Damac Hills 2 has many layouts. So this is one of the layouts. So when you enter, you have an open kitchen on your right hand side. Now generally in Damac Hills 2, they do provide you an option with an open kitchen as well as a closed kitchen. The latest launches, they have an option of a closed kitchen. Now this particular layout, if you can see, there is a sit out area in the middle. Not necessarily you will get this in all the options. The next to the kitchen and the sit out area is your living area. Now you can see for a 4-bedroom townhouse, this is a little spacious one, and the dining area which is next to you. So when you enter, you get an open feel. Now this leads to your backyard. Now this is probably one of the biggest backyards that you can get. Depending on the layout of the type of villa that you are into, you can get a backyard equal to this or maybe smaller to this. Now this is an area where you can have your outdoor sitting. You can make a swimming pool as well, depending on the plot size. Now let's go and check out the bedrooms in this property. So in this particular villa, you have on the ground floor living, dining, kitchen, a bedroom with the wardrobes and a bathroom which is accessible from both the bedroom as well as from the living. So this basically makes a Jack and Jill bathroom. And this is your maid's room. Now maid's room, you can see, is of a decent size. You can have a single bed here. The wardrobes are already there and it has attached bathroom as well. Now let's go on the first floor and explore what the first floor has to offer. Now another good thing about this particular layout is in the staircase, you have all the windows. So that gives more sunlight in your property, makes it feel more bright and lively. On the first floor, you get a small sit out area and 3 bedrooms. Let's see the 2 bedrooms, which is the bedroom number 2. Decent size for a queen bed. Wardrobes are already there and it has an access to the balcony as well. Now let's check the kids bedroom. And the kids bedroom also, now you might get the kids bedroom or the bedroom number 3 little smaller or little more depending on the layout that you choose. The good thing about this particular layout is it has a balcony access from both the rooms, from the second bedroom and with the kids bedroom also. And the balcony size is pretty decent. You can have your coffee table and a chair in the balcony. Now let's check out the master bedroom of this property. Now when you enter, you have a walk-in closet next to you, you have a huge space so that you can have a king size bed and still enough space to move around. It has an attached bathroom as well, and it has a balcony access with the views like this. Now, as I was mentioning, the good thing about these layouts is all the 3 bedrooms have an access to the balcony, and this particular one has a bigger space in the balcony overlooking the water town, the amenities and the facilities. Now, depending on the cluster that you go into, your layout would change, your location would change, but the sizes would remain pretty much same for a 3 bedroom, for a 4 bedroom. For a typical 4 bedroom townhouse, you're looking at a size of around 22 to 2400 square feet. Now, when it comes to the Damac Hills 2, as I mentioned, they have multiple of layouts. So depending on what you choose, you will get the size accordingly. Now, let's go and check out the second floor of this townhouse. Now, this is the advantage of getting a townhouse in the Damac Hills 2. Generally, you get a townhouses with G+1. In the Damac Hills 2, you have got an options with G+2. Now, this is on the second floor. You can make it as a playroom, a study, or a bedroom as well, because it has got an attached bathroom as well. And also, this particular room has an access to a balcony or a sit-out or a party area that you can make it into. Isn't the view amazing from this place? So this was all about the show villa in the Damac Hills 2. Now let's take a drive around in the Damac Hills 2, and during the drive I will explain you different clusters, different amenities that they have, and towards the end of the video we will be discussing about the price trends, the rental trends and the capital appreciation in the Damac Hills 2. So let's go. So now it's time for me to take you around the Damac Hills 2 to show you what exactly is there, how the community has taken shape. So let's get started. So we're just exiting from water town of the Damac Hills 2, and they have set up the community in such a way that it is very much easily accessible with the facilities and amenities across the Damac Hills 2. Now, good thing about the Damac Hills 2 is there is one community center which is already there, and there is another mall which is coming up right next to the water town. So you have a community center which I was talking about up and running. You can see a lot of restaurants are there. There's a Pizza Hut there. There's some shisha cafes as well. You have an option for Arabic foods. The Carrefour market is also there. So the community center takes care of your basic requirements in terms of groceries, pharmacy, dine outs, and the restaurants and cafes. And if you want to explore more retail options, Dubai offers 15 minutes delivery in a lot of platforms like Noon 15 minutes. This is another cluster in the Damac Hills 2. You can see the architecture is a little bit different in these. These were one of the first townhouses launched in the Damac Hills 2. So you could see a different layouts, bigger ones in the first launches in the Damac Hills 2. And then you have the new launches which are more towards the center of the Damac Hills 2. Like I mentioned, the Violet Phase 3 being launched. That is in the middle of the community. So as you can see, the greenery is already there. Everything is already there. It's established community. So that's the best part of the Damac Hills 2. We're actually low on fuel. But I think that problem is also taken care in the Damac Hills 2. They have an in-house mobile fueling station. So let's go and get ourselves fueled up. So we're going back again towards Watertown area because there is a mobile fuel station. So generally that is there since morning till around evening. I don't know exact timings, but yeah, in case, because this is such a huge community, there is a fuel station outside the community. But in case if you have a low fuel, you can always get this facility. You don't have to order Carrefour and other services. You have a fuel station. So as you can see, this is the fueling station. Hello, hi, how are you? Till what time is this open, this service?
6:30 and 7.
So morning 6:30 to evening 7 you are open.
But we close at 10.
10 at night.
Night.
Okay. So since the morning 7 to 10 in midnight, 10 at night, yeah?
Yes.
And how many, like, lot of people come here?
Yes.
It's always busy, yeah?
What is it?
Okay. And the price is same?
Same.
No difference in the price?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the additional service we get in the Damac Hills too. Thank you. So we have drive around the community. We have seen the different types of architectures, the community center, the parks, and the facilities. Now it's time to discuss about the price, the rental, and to sum up the discussion. So we have seen the show villa, we have seen the community around, and now is the part which everyone is waiting for. That is the price analysis, trend analysis in the Damac Hills 2. Now the Damac Hills 2 has come up a long way in a good reason, because they have turned out this desert into a masterpiece. Because you can see they have outdone themselves when we compare the Damac Hills 2 with the Damac Hills 1. This community has more amenities, more features, and more greenery than the Damac Hills 1. Now let's talk about the pricing in the Damac Hills 2. 3 years back, this community was being sold at around 700 dirhams per square feet. Now this community is being sold at around 1000 dirhams per square feet. So if you look at the price analysis, the jump is there in the community. If we are talking about the rental yield, the rental has gone roughly around 7% in this community. I remember selling a townhouse for around 1.1 million dirham, which currently is being rented at around 80,000 to 90,000 dirhams. So technically, you are getting a 7 to 8% rental yield in this community. Now, this community has multiple product offerings. You can get a 3-bedroom townhouse for 1.5 million as well. You can get a 4-bedroom townhouse for 2.1 million dirham. You can get a 5-bedroom townhouse or a 5-bedroom independent villa, 5-bedroom semi-detached villa for around 3 million dirhams. So technically, you have got a lot of options in this community. To sum up, if you are looking for an value for money townhouse in Dubai, if you are looking for an established community in Dubai, and if you don't mind travel a bit for now, then the Damac Hills 2 is an option for you. To know more about the Damac Hills 2, all you have to do is contact me on the number on the screen. If you have any doubts, feel free to contact. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel, because your likes and shares motivate us to make more such videos, which indeed help you to make an informed and wise decision in the Dubai real estate market. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.